Just gonna scratch my leg. Almost said itch. Now, do you itch your leg or do you scratch your leg? Yeah, I'd say it was an itch that you needed to scratch. Anyway, that's enough of that. I'm Wayne, welcome to my house. We're not on Chesil Beach. We're not on any beach actually, because we've got 100-mile-an-hour winds again, or whatever it is. Frosty, had some snow again, a little bit more wind, so I can't really get out. So what I've done, I've set up this little area in my pub. Yes, I've got a pub in my garden. It doesn't make me rich, it just means I work hard, and it's not really a pub, it's a shed called the Fisherman's Haunt. Anyway, here we are. I thought I'd run over a few things and a few questions that I've had since I've started my YouTube channel. Firstly, thank you very much to every one of you that follows me and watches my videos. As you know by now, I really appreciate it. First question that I get asked a lot on my YouTube channel is, what is that song? So all I want you to do at home is follow this simple rule if you have an Alexa. So Alexa, please play Justin Lee, Come Away With Me.
Shuffling Come Away With Me and similar songs on Amazon Music.
There we are. It's like being on the beach. What would I have now? The drone taking off, a few waves coming in. Alexa, stop. And there you go. Please keep asking because it helps my channel, but that's a question that I get asked the most, and it's Come Away With Me by Justin Lee. There you go, there's the first bit. That's most of you. That'll be it. None of you need to watch now. Pepsi. There's lots of other brands out there. As you know by now, I've started putting up videos on a Monday evening and a Wednesday evening, and if I got free or if I've done an extra one, it'd go up on Friday. At the moment, I'm putting two up. The weather hasn't helped, but moving forward, I am going to do the 52 weeks again on Chesil Beach. Every Monday night, my aim is to have a video from Chesil Beach from the week before. So it helps all you guys decide whether you're going to go to Chesil or not. That's what it's about. Obviously, I get out to fish, film, and yeah, it works. It works for you guys. It was very popular before, so I'm going to do it again. So I'm going to do 52 weeks on Chesil Beach, starting from next week, and put the video up every Monday evening. I'm going to start coaching again. So my website is just being done now. My wife's helping me with that. We're going to get my website live and I'm going to be out coaching again. I've been doing it since 2019. I've been a professional coach since 2004, believe it or not, where I coached football professionally while I was in the military and when I left, to quite a high standard. Championship, almost Premier League. So that's something you might not have known about me. While we're here, I'm going to talk you through something that I get asked quite a lot, and this is, what do I take to Chesil Beach when I go out fishing? So what I've got here is my seat box. I've not cleaned it, I've not gone through it, it's ready to go, I believe. So what I'm going to do now is open it up and show you what I've got inside my seat box and what I take to Chesil Beach every time I go. Hopefully it's helpful to you. Let's move this out of the way. So what I'm going to do now is show you all, by bringing stuff out onto the table, what I need and what I use when I go fishing on Chesil Beach. So the first two items I've got in my seat box are fishing reels. They are 7HTs, Daiwa 7HTs, like so. 1, 2. You will notice I carry them, and there you go. You will notice I carry them in protective cases. They're the original ones that Daiwa give you. 1, 2, and I've got some padded reel cases from VMO to look after them. So I don't want them bouncing around. I don't want my mag smacked. I just don't want them beat up really. So there you go. Fishing reels, very important. Next I have a tackle box. Just like so. So I've got the separate camera, which you'll see. And there you go. Lots of bits in there. Naturally, you can have your own bits. I don't really need to go through all them, I don't think. Splashdowns. up and over clips, beads, got a knot puller, that's very important. And there you go, pop-ups. Hopefully in a few weeks time we can start using them again for the bream and the mackerel and the guards. And my special tubing that I like using on my pulley pennels, which we're going to go into in a bit. So that's my box of components. A towel, very important. Someone like me, I've got a little bit of OCD, I don't like getting dirty. Definitely need a towel, especially when using multipliers. You don't want your hands to slip. So as I'm using multipliers, I like spare line. That is a bulk spool from Phil's mail order again, Varva Sport. That is 0.35, 5,000 meters, £15. As I'm using multipliers, we all have off days. We've all been there before. When we run out of line, or we're running out of line and we're casting, and you literally got like 50 meters on the reel and you haven't got no spare line, that's a shit situation to be in. Right, bits and bobs. I've got bait elastic, so that's Baytex from Tronix Pro. That's a medium. That's a fine, and that's a medium. You will notice I carry two of everything. All right, there's bait needles, two. As you know, I use bait needles for everything I do. I don't mean in life. I don't mow the lawn with a bait needle. You know what I mean when I'm fishing. A T-bar for getting those dogfish off. Been catching loads of them lately. 2 pairs of scissors. I'm going to rush through this. We don't want to be here all day, do we? Leads. Right. Lately you will see, get my cloth dirty, I've been using grip leads. So there you go. 6-ounce grip lead. I've got 1, 2, 3 of them. And then I've got 2 7-ounce grip leads. Green tops with the splashdown built in, which is perfect. I also have some rolling leads. Pretty patterns from Craig. Shorecast moulding leads. So there you go. You will notice I keep it in this protective box from Tronix Pro, just because I don't want it beating the bottom out of my box and smashing everything else up, so I keep everything in there. Let's get some stuff out. Right. Rigs. Rig winders, very important. Okay. Keeps them all nice and streamlined. Stops you getting tangled. And there you go. As you know, I work for Tronix Pro, so a lot of this stuff is from Tronix Pro. There are lots of other brands. Right, and this is it. My box is empty. Some very important scales. Right, this is for rigs. As you can see, a rig case. So I've got rig winders and rig wallets. Very important. And this is my hooks, my line, and my shock leader. And there you go. Rig body, as I like to tell you, that's £129 that one for my rig body. Sometimes I use 150, that's 129, and this one is £90 for my hook length. This is designed for Chesil Beach for my rays, so it's quite strong, quite high diameter, but I'm not place fishing. This is from my previous sessions where I've been out after rays. Right, shock leader. There you go, I've got a tapered shock leader. All right, you've probably seen that before. A lot of you probably know what that means. Tapered means basically fat to thin. I've got quite a lot of these. So this one is from 26 to 80 pound. So when it's rough, I like to use that. And when I'm fishing the Bristol Channel, look again. And then on this one, I've got 2 types. I've got a 15 to 60. So it's a little bit calmer when I'm fishing for place and stuff with like 4 and 5 ounce leads. I like to use that. But as a rule, I like to use 80 pound shock leader, especially when you're power casting. as I've told you before, I don't cast a million miles, but I do put some power into my cast. So I like to use tapered shock leader. You will notice this is two-tone, two different colours. It's orange and clear, right? This is very important. The orange goes away from your terminal tackle, so the orange ties directly onto your main line, all right? And it's clear by your hooks, especially, or by your trace, especially when I fish with international anglers, they all like using clear shock leader. So a lot of people say it puts off the fish, a lot of people say it doesn't, but when I fish with the best, or pretty much the best in the country, they all use clear shock leader. So there you go. So what I do now, so Tronics Pro have designed two colours. So when you're winding in, you see the orange coming in first. So you know you're on your sort of leader. So you know you've got that knot on the reel. You can normally hear it anyway and see it, but you understand what I mean. Orange, right, there's my shock leader. And then we're down to clear, down by the business end. And what you'll see in here as well, I've got all my hooks and stuff ready to make rigs. I will make rigs before I go. Before I go next, which will be tomorrow hopefully, I'll make 5 or 6 rigs. What I'm gonna do now, that is it. That's what I carry on Chesil. Obviously I take my rods, I take some water, I take some sandwiches, but you're all grown people maybe, and you know how to look after yourself. If it's sunny, take sun cream. If it's cold, take gloves. But look, that's my basic kit. I don't take 25 leads, 3 reels, this and that. I just take some spare line. You don't really snag up on Chesil, well you do at the deep end, but I tend to not lose much kit. When I'm fishing the Bristol Channel, I'll probably take 4 reels, but I'll bring you back. But this is my basic setup and what I take to the beautiful Chesil Beach. Thanks everyone, thanks for watching. It's something different. What I'm gonna do now is make some rigs. It will not be in this video, but I'll bring you back. I'll do some shock leader knots, just mix it up. From now on, when the weather's shite, I'll bring you up here and we'll do some little bits. But this is Wayne's way. This is the way that I do things, and that is the kit I carry on the beautiful Chesil Beach.